Peng Joon here, author of the best-selling book Build a Money Machine. And over the last 9 years, I've had the privilege to travel around the world to more than 20 countries worldwide, teaching people this one main thing. How do you take your knowledge, your life experience, your passion, and transform that into a product that's monetizable and marketable on the internet? And if you'd like to find out more on how you can do it as well, I urge you check out the interview inside 181. I was brought up in this environment, which is all about getting good grades, doing well in school. And one of the things I've always wanted to do was to work in a big investment bank, because I thought that I was conditioned to believe that that's what it takes to be rich and successful and to have all these different things. And so I studied economics, which is what my dad told me would be a really good profession eventually, because by being a banker and doing all of that. So I was conditioned to believe that studying economics and accounting and finance would be the right path, and that's exactly what I did. I truly believe that the number one skill in business and in entrepreneurship, number one, is in sales. And the reason I say that is because I know that any business can become a seven-figure business by just mastering sales. Now, I know that sales is scary to a lot of people, but every true entrepreneur really needs to understand sales. Now, 7 figures and beyond to become an 8-figure business, 9-figure business, sure, you need to have systems in place, you need people in place. It comes down to motivating them and having all these different things. But to grow from nothing to 5 figures and then 6 figures and eventually 7 figures, if you can master sales, that's what's necessary. And the good news is sales is a learnable, trainable skill. So do whatever it takes to learn sales. One of the things that I do is I sell products online, I teach people how to sell products online, and I also help corporate companies with their online marketing work. So these are the 3 main pillars in my business. So it's about telling your story, it's about understanding different platforms out there, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Now, here's the thing, as we progress, the different platforms, that's going to change. But as long as you really understand online marketing, Facebook, paid traffic, giving out great content, these great content, it doesn't matter what platforms are hot at that time. Because if you're constantly giving out great content, that's where people start following you. My advice for youth right now is to pursue what you've always wanted to do. To travel the world, to do the things, to pursue that dream and tell their parents, look, let me pursue this, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll go with your plan. Why? Because here's the thing, the biggest regret in life is to look back and say, what if? Right? And more has been lost through inaction than the wrong action. So do the thing that you've always wanted to do, pursue that dream, because hey, guess what? Even if you spend 3 years, 5 years, 7 years working on that dream, and if it doesn't work out, you still wake up being young. So now's the time to go out there, experiment and fail and learn and get up again and continue doing what you've always wanted to do. Pink or royal blue or green. Iron Man, I've got like 30 Iron Mans at home. He's somebody I aspire to, maybe not the playboy part, but for everything else. Night owl, big time. I'm usually not awake until noon for. I love fitness. I make it a point to go to the gym at least 5 times a week, whereby it's non-negotiable, at least 1 hour a day, 5 times a week, and that's a big part of my life. Probably excuses and people saying, giving really good reasons and justifications of why they can't do it, or they don't have enough time, or they don't have the money, and all these different good reasons on why they can't do something. The first thing I would kind of notice is the direction of the conversation, whether this person is someone who's constantly complaining, or this person is someone who's an optimist and they're roaring to go and they're always looking at the bright side of life. My nose, I don't know if that counts. I'm most proud of the fact that my parents are proud of me. I think that's the number one thing. I love those nice fancy meals. I'm really a very simple guy. So a good bowl of Hokkien noodles. I'm from Malaysia, so it's like this fried black noodles. This is something a lot of people have asked me, but it's not something I give a lot of thought to. I know even though it's important when you see yourself in 5 to 10s, and the reason is things are always constantly changing. If somebody asked me 10 years ago, where do you think you'll be 10 years from now? No way I'll be doing this, right? Or even close to even imagining that I'll be able to run my business, travel the world, doing all these different speaking. So the truth is, with all these different planning, yeah, it'll be nice to have a vision board, but we'll never really know. And it just comes down to us to be able to dream big and act upon that dream.